Quick Walsall update. Just seen the Paul Joannou interview with Matt Sadler ahead of Saturday's game away to Barnet. Some interesting stuff going on in there. Building minutes for Jake was talked about. Jake Holman, big adjustment, and he needs to adapt to the English game. And he didn't really have much of a pre-season, so he's not quite adjusted yet. I wonder whether a 1 month loan to the National League might sort of give him the birth of fire and the extra game time he needs to get him up to speed. So that's just one on there, but I think everybody rates Jake Holman really highly, and I think he will come very good for us, but perhaps he's not ready yet. Ram was discussed quite heavily. Matt Sadler sort of a little tiny bit of criticism about his consistency. But how can he say he's inconsistent when he's not been giving him minutes? So that is a strange one. Ram definitely had a great game against Stoke. Looked very good for 60 minutes. And then sort of was taken off. Definitely contributed and perhaps gives us a bit of a plan B. As we know, Walsall tend to knock it up long too often. With Ram on the pitch, maybe it's an opportunity to sort of play it into midfield and get him to push on with the ball. He doesn't get the ball taken off him very often, and Stoke couldn't stop him and gave away a couple of free kicks. If we can get that kind of play going on higher up the pitch, then we're going to be in a good position, I think, particularly with Evan Weir ready for another free kick. And Ram is pretty useful around the box as well. So, interesting. Walsall don't generally edit their videos when they put them out. I have to because I make so many mistakes. But they don't edit the videos. He did have some sound issues again, which a little bit frustrating from a viewer's perspective. But what was significant was they actually edited out. See, I should re-edit that. Around about 8 minutes when Paul Joannou asks him about any more incomings, and they edited out a portion, which was an interesting see what they edited out of that. Is Matt Sadler towing the line because he can't spend any more money? Is that what's happening? Or have we got somebody already agreed that's coming in? I think with our front two, Elvis and Stuttle, we've got cover for Elvis with Jammer, and I think probably Josh Gordon as well could cover that position. Josh Gordon, I thought, did really well against Stoke, but he's not a finisher. Johnny Stuttle, yet to open his account, but looking good. So I think it's just a matter of time, and it won't be long before he's on the goal trail. But any injury to him, who's the finisher? We haven't got any more. With Levi Manche going out on loan, we thought another striker was coming in. DeJourn Brown has been mentioned, and Michael Mellon. Either of those. DeJourn Brown played in the Cup, so he's still near the Derby first team, so maybe he's not coming. And Michael Mellon intimated that on his next loan he wants to have a starting role. So that's another interesting element. I did find it interesting, the video. I've got sort of a love of sort of micro expressions and things. All comes from a show I saw some time ago, Lie to Me. Cal Lightman, played by Tim Roth, looks at micro expressions and tries to tell when people are perhaps frustrated, under pressure, lying, perhaps not exactly showing what they're saying. And there's several elements within that interview that I sort of broke down. I'm not going to go through that. It might be a bit boring for you. But if you're interested in that kind of thing, that Lie to Me is a really good series. You probably get it on Netflix or Amazon or something like that. Right then. So, what's going to happen with Ram? Is Ram, after a good performance on Tuesday, is he going to get on the bench? Or what's happening with him? To get consistency, you need to be playing. So, is that going to be at Walsall? We certainly hope so. He's sort of gone out on loan and he's proved himself on loan at the National League North and the National League. So, League 2 is the next place to be playing him. But it's not up to me. Plenty of moving issues and challenges for Matt Sadler to contend with. He does like Ram. That's what he's saying on the interview. Is he going to like him enough to get him in the squad and get him on the pitch? We certainly hope so. Join the pain. Thanks for watching.